and actually executed bash code or bash commands. Anybody wants to look at it, you're welcome to. My daughter's involved in the first Lego League competition, and we're running a neighborhood team is the reason why I bought it so early. But like I said, pretty impressive. There are several changes to the kit that are also useful. For the first time, they've got a roller ball. That's an official Lego part. So that's several things that are going to change the first Lego League competition in terms of actually making the base robot easier to build, probably for some of the kids, because
it's the roller ball.
Has a roller ball there, which in first Lego League you have to use Lego parts. You can't use anything else, and that makes a big difference there. It also has something. It has a gyro sensor for it, and it's supposed to be accurate to 3 degrees. We haven't tested it out yet, but that may also change the competition. It may make treaded robots in the first Lego League competition more competitive, because the problem with them has always been consistent turning on things.
Right.
And in fact, if it weren't for the fact that the systems we have are going to be completely tied up during the time of the rally, I'd be tempted to just to make the Dead Reckoning, I forget the name of the event, build one of these and just see how it did in that. I might do it at some point anyway. So gyro sensor is kind of interesting. They've got a new small motor besides the big motors, and the sensors are all redesigned apparently with some better specs. The motors that come with the new kit are very similar to the old ones in terms of their specs, but they have a different hole placement that actually makes them somewhat easier to build with. So anyway, anybody want to look at it and have any questions about it, I'd be happy to show it to you. But,
how long have you had it?
A little over a week, I guess.
Okay.
So they started shipping August 1st, and I had an order in well before that. But,
okay.
We've been kind of busier. We would have already done some additional things with the first Lego League. The official competition details come out on the 27th. So this particular assembly is just the basic instruction that comes with it to assemble a basic robot. So Marceline put that together the other day just to be able to show people what a robot from it looks like.
Have you tried remoting into it? I've heard you can remote into the Linux.
We really haven't even tried programming it.
Oh,
We've
okay.
been tied up with several related things, and in fact, we've had some team meetings, but they've been mostly concerned with talking about the project details and things.
Right.
It's going to be very interesting because it does have an SD card slot on the side, and it has, of course, wireless capability and things like that. So, pretty good system.
Yeah, because the USB is USB host, and you can actually put a Wi-Fi dongle on that, and then you can remote into the Linux system, and then you have full access to the Linux. And from what I understand, everything is open source in there. The code is written in C and C++, and it's all well organized in folders and files, and everything is named out and commented out for you. It's not like it's obfuscated. It's not. They haven't tried to hide anything. They don't have anything where it's just the compiled part and you can't see the uncompiled. All the uncompiled code is there. It's completely open source. You can dive right in, make changes to anything you want.
Well, you've done more reading in that particular area than I have. My intent is to get into that because I work in that sort of area too, but we've been more concerned with some other aspects as far as that unit goes.
Yeah.
So,
one sensor, did you get the beacon sensor? Does that come with the
that's only in the home kit, or
that's only in the home kit? Yeah,
it's not part of the education kit.
Okay,
so.
Because one of the new sensors, if you buy the off-the-shelf kit, the consumer kit, is it has a beacon, so you can do beacon killer with this kit out of the box. You can do the beacon killer competition, and it actually gives you degrees to the beacon. The beacon sensor has a beacon and has a beacon sensor, and the beacon sensor gives you the number of degrees left and right to hit the beacon, which is much more accurate than the Pololu sensor that a lot of people have been using. The Pololu sensor just gives you a quadrant, one of 4 quadrants. You just know that the sensor it's either over there, or it's over there, it's over there, it's over there. You get 4 quadrants and that's it. The new beacon sensor actually gives you the number of degrees to the sensor. So I think that's kind of exciting for Robot Rally. You can, right out of the box, you're ready to do Beacon Killer. And Beacon Killer, I think, is something that gives a lot of people trouble. deciding what kind of a beacon to buy and what kind of beacon to. There's only one you can buy, the Pololu, and all it does is give you quadrants. And if you try and build your own, well, then you've got to worry about interference with the lights, interference with the windows, all kinds of things like that. But yeah, I'm really glad you brought that. I guess this is the ping sensor.
Yeah, the sonic rangefinder.
Yeah.
The other, most of the sensors other than there's the beacon sensor and the gyro sensor are completely new.
Right.
Everything else, though, the sensors have been revised and seem to have better specs.
Right.
In terms of what they're saying out there.
Right. If from what I read, the old ones are all analog and now they're all digital, I think.
Yeah, I forget.
I think
they've actually changed the interface. You can't use the new sensors on the old brick.
Right.
You can use the new motors on the old brick, but not the new sensors. So they changed the reading of it.
Okay. Awesome.